Virginia governor's race apparently is heating up. Republican groups are running ads for candidate Bill Maloney in the very expensive Washington media market, which hits only about 10% of West Virginia during all weekend long on different football games. The latest Republican ads tie acting Democratic Governor Earl Ray Tomblin to President Obama in an effort to win undecided casual voters, and it might be working.
A majority of America's governors are fighting in court to stop Obamacare. But Earl Ray Tomblin is implementing Obamacare in West Virginia. Obamacare will jack up taxes on businesses, destroy jobs. Stop Obama. Stop Tomblin from implementing Obamacare.
Nathan Gonzales is the political editor for the Rothenberg Political Report. He's been tracking this race very closely. He joins me now. So, Nathan, you know, a week ago, you were on this show saying, look, Democrats are favored. Tomblin had all of the apparatuses behind him from the Labor, but also Chamber of Commerce. And yet, right at the last minute, the RGA, because they have no other money to spend in Mississippi, Kentucky, Louisiana, threw a whole bunch of money here to play the Obama card, and it appears to be working.
That's right. And at the time, just 1 week ago, all of that was true. But there were this high number of undecided voters, and Republicans thought, you know, this is our time to go in and fill a vacuum, particularly in the D.C. market. But as you said earlier, this ad is running statewide. And with the public polling, we have one public poll that's out since then. It's shown that the numbers have closed, and this is now an even race. There isn't any private polling because it's so late in the race right now, and the parties can't make any strategic decisions. But I think that this has to be laid at the feet of the president because there was nothing else going on. I mean, Tomblin had a Manchin endorsement ad, and Senator Manchin is incredibly popular. So I don't think Tomblin, this race would close away from the Democrats because of Manchin. So I think this really does fall to the president.
Well, I know privately over the weekend, Democrats in their final poll saw closing there and started to get nervous, started saying, well, it might be a low single-digit race. And then you heard yesterday starting to wonder low 50-50. But going into Election Day today, the Democrats are already ahead if you talk about the early vote, that organizationally they seem to put this. So a Republican win would mean that the Republican won Election Day.
Right, and well, the question, though, is, are those Democrats that we know are voting because of the ballots, are they voting for Earl Ray Tomblin? If we just look at New York 9, which I know is a much different district, but there were, you know, up to a third of Democrats that were voting for the Republican. So sometimes those early numbers could be a little bit deceiving. But I think that if Republicans win, it will be because of this last week and not because of the previous 3 weeks of voting.
And tell me this, there's been a little bit of hand-wringing back and forth wondering, did Republicans wait too long? If they come up short, are they going to say to themselves they waited too long? Of course, the Republican argument is they deliberately waited this long to play the Obama card because they thought if they did it too soon, it would give Tomblin time to respond.
Well, I don't know that they waited too long on playing the Obama card. I know that one of the concerns is that maybe Maloney isn't well known enough, voters aren't familiar enough with him to make the change. They may be primed for change because of this Obama argument, but it's the governor's race. People want to be comfortable with who they're electing as their top official. And so it might have been a Maloney issue that people aren't comfortable with him. But I fleshed this out a little bit more in today's roll call article if people want to check that out as well.
Well, how about that? You're not even doing the shameless plug business, but that's all right. I'll shameless plug it. Rollcall.com. Check out Nathan's piece. We'll check it out. All right, Nathan. It's going to be, could be a later night than we expected. It's Tuesday. Somebody's voting somewhere, and it's West Virginia. Nathan, thanks very much.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, as we told